friends, for another story with Dove. And today I got something very special for you. It's called The Best Balloon Ride Ever by one of my favorite authors, Richard Scarry, featuring one of my all-time favorite guys, Lowly Worm. Stay tuned and read the book with me. Okay, here we go. Harry Hyena, Benny Baboon, and Wolfgang Wolf, the three beggars, are fishing for something to eat. "I'm so hungry," says Harry. "All we have caught today is an old boot and a tire," adds Benny. "We never catch anything to eat," says Wolfgang with a groan. See over here? The fish are coming up out of the water to look at the three beggars. That's not very nice of the fish. But I guess they're not really wanting to be eaten, though. Meanwhile, in Busy Town, there is such excitement. Everyone has come to watch Rudolph von Flügel take off in a balloon. You see the balloon? Now, if you look real close near the balloon, you'll see our good friend, Lowly Worm. I always like Lowly Worm because he's got an outfit and a bow tie and a hat, but he has no arms and only has one foot because he's a worm. I don't really understand how this works, but I like him. Huckle and Lowly think the balloon is very interesting. "Would you boys like to climb aboard for a minute?" says Rudolph. The boys climb in and look at all of Rudolph's equipment. There's a compass and a map and some bags of sand. "Rudolph," Lowly asks, "don't you want to take a picnic with you?" "How silly I am," Rudolph replies. "I knew I had forgot something. I will be right back." And Rudolph jumps off out of the basket. Look at that. So now Lowly Worm and Huckle the cat are inside of the basket, just like the front of the book. See? There they are again. Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you something. The Doodlebugs. You see the film crew in the little truck that says TV? They're the bugs. They're the ones who operate all the film cameras in this world. Without Rudolph, the basket is lighter, and suddenly the balloon begins to rise. "Mr. von Flügel, help!" shouts Huckle. Father Cat tries to grab the basket, but it's too late. Soon, the balloon is high in the sky above Busy Town. There they go. There they go up in the air. What is Lowly Worm going to do? He's a character, that guy. Let's see. "This is terrible," says Huckle. "How will we ever get down?" "Oh, don't worry," says Lowly. "We will manage somehow." The balloon flies over the countryside. There is Farmer Beanstalk's farm. There are the woods, and soon they are over Busy Town Beach. Below, they can see everyone running after them. There's all of Busy Town. The balloon sails out over the water. Whatever will they do? It seems to be getting tired of flying, and it starts to come down. "Lowly, we're going to crash into the water," Huckle says. "Throw out a sandbag," Lowly orders. Just before it touches the waves, the balloon climbs into the air again. Oof! Up goes the balloon. You see, they drop the bags of sand, which are very heavy, and then the balloon is able to go further up inside of the air again. The wind pushes the balloon to the opposite shore, just where the three beggars are fishing. Harry Hyena raises his fishing pole to catch his line. This is my last try to catch something to eat, he says with a sigh. But instead of coming down, Harry's pole begins to rise. His line has caught the balloon. Help! Help! He cries. He's stuck on the balloon. Benny and Wolfgang grab Harry. They hold him with all of their might. The balloon stops traveling. Don't let go, shouts Loli. Loli pulls the ripcord, opens the top of the balloon, and the balloon deflates, and the basket bounces softly onto the beach. Now you have to ask yourself this about Loli. He doesn't have any hands. So I always wonder, how does he do things? Like he pulls the basket away from the balloon. So maybe he wraps his body around and he does it that way. But it's always a mystery how he does these things. Splash! The three beggars tumble backward into the water. Sergeant Murphy, Rudolph, and Father Cat speed across the water in a motorboat. Thank goodness you boys aren't hurt, says Father Cat. You are the best balloonists ever, praises Rudolph. See Loli Worm spread out there on the beach in all of his fine clothes? It's very nice. And you are the best fishermen, Sergeant Murphy tells the three beggars. I suppose so, replies Harry Hyena, but we are also the hungriest. We never catch anything to eat. Rudolph reaches into the motorboat and he pulls out a picnic basket. This time I remember to bring the picnic, he says, handing the basket to Harry, Benny, and Wolfgang the wolf. The three beggars all agree that this is their best and their biggest catch ever. Can you see the basket of food right here? So you have to pay attention to artwork. Do you see what's in that basket? There's a carrot and there's some bananas. So when you look at a book, you have to pay attention to everything that's going on so you get the maximum pleasure. And there are the three beggars going home with their fishing poles for another day. Well, thanks for reading this book with me, and I hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.